It might be hard to imagine, but there was once a time when going on a date with a stranger you met online was frowned upon. Fueled by big data analytics, today's dating landscape has transformed into something unrecognizable. Individuals, especially millennials, are increasingly relying on online dating and their algorithms to find their lifelong soulmate. In fact, a January 2018 Statista survey revealed that 12% of American youths aged 18 to 29 have admitted to being in a relationship with a partner or spouse that they met online. This is all due to Tinder's successful data algorithms, who are able to use data to analyze each user's preferences. Armed with the information about what makes a successful relationship, these online dating sites have now turned the complex art of matchmaking into a precise science. Let's delve into dating application Tinder to understand more on how data analytics is used in crafting the perfect match. Tinder works by allowing users to swipe right to match with someone else and left to reject. When two parties mutually swipe right on one another, it's considered a successful match. But who decides which profiles are presented to whom, and how is this decided? The answer is a simple yet complex one: Tinder's algorithm. Similar to k-means clustering analysis, Tinder utilizes vectype, a machine learning algorithm paired with artificial intelligence. They call this the TinVec approach, where it leverages structured data and predictive analysis to provide user recommendations. As Tinder users are defined as swipers, the swipes that they partake in are mapped to vectors or data points, each representing characteristics of the user. The algorithm will then recommend two vectors of close proximity to one another. The training is based on a neural network approach using training data of user swipes. Now, with each successful match, the algorithm learns and identifies more users to recommend to swipers. While machine learning seems useful for Tinder, let's now look into some challenges Tinder has faced in employing big data analysis. Tinder prides itself on being the world's #1 dating app, where thousands of successful matches occur between two like-minded individuals. While you do get to display your profile accordingly, let's face it, we all inflate our own egos. Oh, don't pretend you're not a 6'4", you don't really like puppies, and please, you don't have that big of a... If everyone's lying about their profiles, how does Tinder make sure you're getting a real deal? This problem of user misrepresentation surfaced when Tinder noticed that user behavior on the app wasn't tallying with their personal information. For example, people who indicated their preference for under 30 were swiping right on people above 30. To solve this issue, Tinder constantly analyzes the user's behaviors on the application through Interrena, a behavior analytics software, to identify any changes from the user's initial information and preferences. If there is a disjuncture, Tinder would then proceed to adjust the user's personal information accordingly. For example, correcting their age preferences and showing more profiles of those who are above 30 years old. In addition, Tinder relies on something similar to the Gale-Shapely algorithm, where patterns are identified by similar likes and dislikes. So, let's say, if both another woman and myself swipe right on the same guy, Tinder may recognize us as having similar preferences. Hence, if she liked someone on a platform that I haven't seen yet, Tinder could show me that profile in hopes that I might like it too. This simple analogy actually illustrates a concept of association role mining, otherwise known as market basket analysis. This is a relatively popular analytics method as it makes use of unsupervised learning to find interesting relationships between items, events, people based on their frequency of occurrence. Leveraging on ARM, Tinder is then able to continuously tweak and perfect its system by making increased individualized recommendations to users. In the world of online dating, there's nothing more feared than network failure. What if I miss out on swiping my Prince Charming? What if I was in the middle of a match and my conversation got disrupted? How am I going to arrange a date with that special someone? Just imagine the panic at Tinder's customer service, where frantic users make desperate calls to complain that their love lives are at risk of Tinder's technology. In fact, Tinder once received complaints that it was unavailable on 4G but worked fine on Wi-Fi. This example demonstrates one of the disadvantages of client/server computing, where user disruptions may occur due to server or network failure. To resolve this issue, Tinder performed a root cause analysis through Interrena, which allowed them to track all the affected individuals, of which allowed them to discover the cause of the network failure, a faulty data carrier. Hold up, let's dive a little deeper into what root cause analysis entails for a bit. As its name suggests, root cause analysis is the method of finding and correcting the issue's fundamental problem. Root cause analysis typically involves several steps such as defining and collating data regarding the problem, analyzing the possible causal factors and root cause of the problem, and then implementing solutions. In a big data system, a knowledge-based record containing all relevant information to the problem, root cause, and the solution can be created so that it prevents similar issues from recurring and proactive measures can be easily taken. Let's go back to Tinder's faulty network issue. By working with the carrier efficiently, Tinder was able to fix the network issue quickly. And soon, it was back to business for both user and company. Hooray to those waiting for a reply! Now that we understand how big data analytics solved some of Tinder's challenges, let's move on to its benefits. Using an app can be frustrating, especially when its interface isn't user-friendly at all. This is why Tinder prides in its efficiency in obtaining behavioral analytics through Interrena that allows for a tailored, enjoyable experience for users like yourself. We've already mentioned how awesome Interrena works earlier on, but what's most beneficial is that through its tools, Tinder is able to quickly extract and understand its users' insights to ensure a seamless app experience. Let's observe how the characteristics of big data, our 4 V's, come into play. Volume and variety. Interrena allows the app to deal with large volumes and variety of data such as unstructured, structured, and even semi-structured ones. Next up, velocity. It efficiently captures data and delivers insights back to the company in seconds while dealing with time-sensitive contexts and large amounts of records. Last one on the list is veracity. Interrena helps provide accurate and quality data of high veracity in assisting the brand's good future decisions, such as creating features like Super Like for better and more tailored user experience. We all have our types, don't we? Some are into girls or guys with tattoos, while some are into American boys. Sorry, party girls. Either way, it's not all about just big data. Small ones matter too. When you make a swipe, Tinder learns the profiles you tend to like, then shows more profiles based on your preference in the future. Let's just say you're into girls with long hair and usually use Tinder at night. Through clustering, Tinder is able to segregate groups of users with similar traits and assign them into clusters. Plus, by using web usage mining, Tinder is able to further analyze and generate data according to your preferences based on the time of the day, allowing them to provide you with time-specific matches as well. That cute long hat girl you missed earlier on? Don't worry, Tinder's got you. With Tinder's successful user experiences and features based on online sentiments and word of mouth, it's no surprise commercial brands are hopping on the app to develop interactive campaigns. In 2014, Domino's UK partnered with Tinder for Valentine's Day, which had a sea of users swiping right to match with Domino's. This crossover between Tinder and Domino's created significant online buzz as users shared their pizza romance online, which helped generate tons of brand awareness and sales for Domino's. #advertising done right. As we increasingly interact with data-driven software, not just for seeking romance, having a comprehensive understanding of big data analytics is imperative to ensure a safe and smooth experience. This is why our group chose to analyze online dating industries with Tinder as our case study. In today's online romance, personal information is increasingly used by dating applications to create a personalized experience for the user. It is important that we must remain aware of how our data is being managed online so as to better protect ourselves, our privacy, and make informed decisions.